had a manager. I don't know if you know who Amina is. She works for Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
She was my manager at the time. She's the one that got me on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She knows Mona. Mona reached out to her like, hey, you know anybody in Atlanta might want to do the show? She's like, yeah, my girl Shay. So she's like, Shay, who do you want to go on the show with? They're looking for like couples. I was like, well, me and Scrap got a thing right now because I was in an abusive relationship. Scrappy helped me out of it. A lot of people don't know that. That man is in jail for the rest of his life right now. But not for beating me, for another situation I care not to talk about. But he used to beat me all the time. So Scrappy helped me out of it. I had to literally move out my house immediately. He helped me move. He just helped me out of it. And we
financially and emotionally?
Everything. He helped me with everything. Emotionally, financially, he just knew. One day I called him and I said he did it again, but this time he seen it. He said, you got to get up out of there. So when I went back, he said, let's just go. We packed all the stuff up. I moved out, and around the same time, not too long after I got out the situation, that's when he and Diamond kind of fell out because of Soulja Boy. So we were friends for years, no sex, no nothing. He was just my best friend, like, because I could tell him anything and it didn't go anywhere. It stayed between us. I would travel with him. We went out the country together. There was no sex. We're always together all the time. Like, it's easy for me. You don't have to have sex with, he was a friend. He was just a friend. Like, and sex wasn't involved. I felt like that would destroy what we had. But when I went through that vulnerable moment of that man, you know, hitting me, and Scrappy wasn't in a situation, I wasn't in a situation, I think it was the timing, and we ended up having sex. So, you know, because of that, we started seeing each other, and I was naive in a lot of things, and I ended up asking him, you know, what do you think about doing Love and Hip Hop with me? He said, yeah, and the rest is history. Yeah.
Was he already on Love and Hip Hop?
No. Scrappy did not get on Love and Hip Hop until I asked him to come on the show with me. I am the one that got Scrappy on Love and Hip Hop. Mona did not call Scrap and say, hey, you want to do this show? My manager, Amina, told Mona, like, hey, Shay been messing around with Scrappy. They got a thing going on. You know, she want to do the show with him. What I didn't know was he was bringing Erica, Mama D, and every, you know.
Shay Johnson.
You know how I found out that Erica was on the show? When I seen the release, they wouldn't allow me come to the party. You know how they have the release party in the beginning, the viewing party of the first episode, and I wasn't allowed to come. Found out why, you know, a lot of things hit me when I watched the show. Like, oh, he brought his baby mama on, who you told me you weren't with, who you just got a friendship with and you're just co-parenting with. So you brought her on, and then she ended up being the main character, and I'm like, hold on now. I came on this show and brought you, but he said, allegedly, the agreement was she would take him off child support if he put her in a position on the show to make money. But she didn't know about me either.
I never knew that.
Ask him.
Well, Scrappy
Ask him. You can't lie. He's actually
Scrappy, I have had you on my show twice, brother. Do I need to invite you for a third time?
He will admit it. He will admit it.
So and I'm being honest. When I got the gig to work with Mona on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I started when Erica Dixon and Scrappy were in the mix, and Mona assigned me to work with Diamond.
This was before the proposal or after? This was first. You talking about the first episode, first season?
The first season.
Okay, keep going. Cause that's some bullshit.
Is it?
It is. It is, sweetheart. Sorry to bust your bubble. Now, once I asked him to do it, he used to work with Mona back in the day.
Yeah. So
why she never asked him, I don't know. I don't care. That's not my place to figure that out. All I know is when she asked my manager, who she's like this with, Amina gave her me and said, I'm dating Scrappy. Maybe because she knew, like, maybe he was dating his baby mama still. I don't know. All I know is what happened with him and Diamond. He ended up, you know, they broke up or whatever. He and I started dating. They asked me to do the show, and I said, yeah, this is who I'm dating right now. So I brought him on the show, and that was it.
Wow. Okay. So
biggie.
Were you aware of Bambi at this time?
She was nowhere around. I didn't know her. I wasn't associated with her. I knew nothing about her. As far as I'm concerned, as far as Bambi, I seen her at I think it was season 2, when we did another release party, and I seen that she was trying to come up to the VIP section. For some reason, they wouldn't let her, but you know, it's real sneaky when it comes to, they want to keep certain people separated, so maybe something could have been going on then. I knew nothing about her. When he was in rehab, he was talking to me. Ain't no telling, he was talking to his baby mama, he was talking to probably 5 different women. Who knows? I don't know. But I was still dealing with him at that time. But I did know that Erica and Scrappy separated far as the proposal because of Bambi. I was told that a while ago. So allegedly, I guess Bambi would listen. I guess she was, dealing with Scrappy, but Scrappy was telling everybody different stories. So I'm sure he was telling Bambi one thing, Erica another thing, me another thing, and then here comes Diamond. Like this is what he does. He says one thing and he kind of does the next. He's a hopeless romantic.